So we found a Nostalgia Critic video that Heather wants to watch.
Yeah.
It's one that stars the Spy Kids movies.
So we had a conversation the other day.
Okay.
Heather had this conversation on stream. You were talking about the Spy Kids movies.
Oh yeah.
and you mentioned
Spy Kids 2
versus Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
You couldn't differentiate.
And I was like, Heather, those are two different movies. You went, wait, which one's the one where he falls in love with the girl, but she's not real? I'm like, that's Spy Kids 3?
Spy Kids 2, Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
We blew Heather's mind that day.
No, it's Spy Kids 2, Island of Lost Dreams, Spy Kids 3D, and then he did Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
There's actually a fourth Spy Kids.
Yeah.
If you can believe it.
Yeah, I choose not to recognize it.
That's a good call.
I think I've only seen the first one.
That's also probably a good call.
No, the second one was good. Second one was not as good as the
When I was a
first.
kid, I liked Spy Kids 3.
Maybe I saw the second one.
You're still a kid.
The second one was when
You're
Carmen
like
had the
12.
crush on that one guy, or that
I
one
wish
kid.
I was 12.
If I have seen it, I've only seen it once when it came out, and I don't probably not gonna remember that.
Okay, fair enough. But me, I watched both of the. I watched the first ones with. I watched the first one with my cousin Zach. You've met him. He liked it.
Who's Zach?
I know, right? Watched the second one. I thought it was pretty good. I thought not as good as the first one, but still pretty good, inventive, had fun. Zach is currently at the academy right now.
Probably very tired.
Very, very tired. And then after that, I watched Spy Kids 3D, and Zach was so excited to go watch it in 3D and everything. And we watched it in 3D, and Zach, after the film, was just like, wasn't that good, was it? And I'm like, not really, no. Not that good. And it's just, it was that time, I guess, that time where we weren't blinded by the veil of, cutesy stuff anymore as kids. But, I guess we all got to grow up sometime or another. But Spy Kids 3D, Doug Walker did a video on it, and well, let's see what Dougie Boy's got to say about it, and see how deep.
Heather, you picked this one.
Yeah, how deep he
Yeah.
digs into it.
I mean, I could say right now it's going to be way better than the Garbage Pail Kid. So.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Garbage Pail Kids is
that's
probably
not
the
difficult.
worst film of
It's
all
like,
time. I mean,
so obviously this could be fine.
Okay, let's check and see. Ah, yes, this intro. Still a good one.
Yep.
Done.
A
Shark explosion.
Hello, I'm
jumping the shark a whole new meaning.
What the hell was that?
You must excuse him. He's always this way.
Who the flying Ritalin are you?
We are the 3D brothers. He's distracting, I'm dignified. You may have noticed my work from films like Hugo or How to Train Your Dragon.
Wait, if you're the 3D brothers, where's the third one?
Oh, he's over there. You might recognize him from movies like Clash of the Titans or Last Airbender. We call him Doesn't Count.
Hey, doesn't count. Show him your effects.
Oh, ooh, my hand is slightly in front of my face. What does it matter? I'm not even supposed to be here.
Oh, now that's not true.
Thanks, Dante.
Yes, it is. Mom thought I'd make things better, but all I did was draw attention to how broken everything really is.
He's always getting involved where he doesn't belong.
Okay, what has that asshole been in?
Oh, the usual 3 movies tripe.
3 movies?
Yes, Jaws 3, Friday the 13th 3, and...
Don't say it!
Spy Kids 3.
No! I don't want to do Friday the 13th Part 3.
You're doing Spy Kids 3D.
Even worse!
Oh, well, that's not blatant or anything.
No, Not at all.
Time to rip into one of the most awesome, hands-on, coolest directors yet again. Why do you make me do this to you?
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez. Known for making tons of impressive films on a very small budget doing a lot of the work himself, his focus was to have the creativity of the production disguise how unbelievably cheap it usually was. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, and sometimes it did both. This is the case with the Spy Kids trilogy +1. The first film was so enjoyably bizarre but visually funny that it was easy to overlook some of the more awkward moments. The sequel is when it started to wear off, combining genuinely smart and funny moments with... But just when you thought there couldn't be more... He made Spy Kids 3D Game Over. To its credit, this is one of the movies that brought 3D back into the limelight as a profitable idea. The only problem is it's used as a more exploitive gimmick than God is to Pureflix. Is it as bad as, say, thinking Sylvester Stallone can play a hippie?
You had the children's attention. The question is, what are you teaching them?
This is Spy Kids 3D.
This is a thing that
The
happened.
movie begins telling us to put our glasses on. Yes, thank you, because if we saw this throughout the majority of the film, we would be helpless to figure out how to stop it.
Today's feature presentation will also be in 3 dimensions.
Alan Cumming is kind enough to interrupt his nut gouging of your childhood tour by letting you know that you only put on your 3D glasses when the characters in the movie put them on. Which they wear, not surprisingly, 90% of the movie.
Yep.
So why don't they just make the whole goddamn thing in 3D?
Right?
What, did he want to give the people in the theater a little arm exercise? This is entirely pointless. Maybe the strategy was to have the people say, the characters seem flat and not at all 3-dimensional. Whoa! Now the characters seem flat and not at all 3-dimensional in 3D!
Yeah.
He doesn't even call it a movie! He probably just Dropboxed it to someone and was like, yeah, I made this in my garage, call it whatever you want. It's debatable whether or not it's actually a film. Personally, I'm hoping this will start a new fad in credit identification.
I was here because I'd gotten a call.
It opens with the boy spy kid. Yeah, I'm sure he has a name, but who are you kidding? We all just call him the boy spy kid. Having
Judy
left
Cortez,
his agency
come on.
and turned into a gumshoe, don't do it. You son of a bitch!
I know why the water from your park is missing.
Pray tell.
It's winter.
Man, I thought the sequel to Blade Runner would be a little bit more adult than this. Actually, the funny thing about this opening is that the weird stilted acting is surprisingly kind of welcomed. Their attempt at acting out an adult situation is similar to watching the kids from Home movies make their
Selena
films.
Gomez,
They shut down the
by the way.
Oh, man.
What
Home
is
movies?
they?
Fantastic.
The people who really own this park.
All right, cut. Guys, that was great. Did that feel good? Once we shoot on location, this thing is going to be incredible.
But to be fair, their acting
Man,
isn't
Home
the most
movies was
childish.
so good.
The complete level 5. Untold riches, toys, and prizes.
When Stallone is picking a movie, can we just have an old lady in a blue dress hit him with an umbrella and shout, Sylvester! He plays the Toy Maker, a man who's been banished to cyberspace but disguised himself to release a VR game known as Game Over, which is kind of like marketing a board game called You Lost. Boy Spy Kid heads back home to feed his small soldiers when, oh god, Inspector Gadget finally assimilated his niece.
The OSS could really use you. It's good to take care of your family. But remember one thing. Everyone's your family.
That makes no sense.
That makes no sense? You live in a Rescue Rangers treehouse with Budgie, the scary helicopter? And that makes no sense? Why don't you just tell me George Clooney is the President of the United States? What the hell's going on? Okay, I'll accept this as some form of reality as long as Clooney still talks to everyone in a patronizing tone.
The fact is, there is no retirement. Once an agent, always an agent. Now it's time for you to be a big boy and reinstate.
His whole acting career is just saying diplomatically why we all had to clean our rooms. He tells Boy Spy Kid that Girl Spy Kid is missing, so he travels to his old agency to get some answers. Apparently his sister is caught in the mind of Vincent D'Onofrio, I mean the game, as it seems to be a trap for all children.
The inventor of the game wants to enslave the world's youth with mind control.
Please, I think we've all purchased EA games before.
Whoa!
So Boy Spy Kid goes in to see if he can beat the game, save his sister, and apparently alert nobody that this hot-selling game is going to take over the minds of the children of the world. Don't worry, they'll release a patch for it later. And if you're wondering what the evil backstory behind the Toy Maker is, so is the movie.
The Toy Maker hates us for imprisoning him in cyberspace all these years.
What made you do that?
Who knows? It was years ago.
We don't keep good records. We're not even really sure why we hated Saddam Hussein. We think it had something to do with his ugly mustache. Oh look, he put his glasses on. Well, that means you better put your glasses on. Oh wait, this Blu-ray doesn't come with any? Well, just enjoy this thorough slapping of your eyes for an hour and a half. He ends up in Hieronymus Bosch's Toontown, where I swear he
that's about
tries
right.
to excuse the lame effects from here on out.
Computer generated.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Roger Rabbit turning to the camera and saying, "We couldn't get a real rabbit." We just wanted to emphasize how disappointing that is. And of course, the 3D gimmicks start right away.
Oh, yeah. Not the worst
Sorry,
wrench.
Distracting doesn't yet know the responsibilities of his 3D.
You think?
You see, I use 3D as a means to transport people to another world, helping the viewer immerse themselves into the story.
Yeah? Well, what does he do?
Well, you know that trick when you're a little kid and you want to annoy someone without touching them? Spy Kids 3D! Does this annoy you? Does this annoy you? I'm not touching you! Does this annoy you? Does this annoy you? I'm not touching you!
Yep.
Why, that's inspired me.
Yeah?
Yeah, to let this bullet touch you instead of my fist.
Uh-oh!
Does this annoy you? Does this annoy you? I'm not touching you! So he has to outsmart some terrifying enemies who look more like the mascot of several math games as he's transported to
Frog
to find
fractions.
some testers of the game.
Oh, jeez.
How can I offer service? I'm Rez.
Hi, Rez. Now, about saving.
Wait, movie, bring that joke to me.
Hi, Rez.
Come on, spit spot, young man. Hi, Rez. You really thought you could slip that terrible joke by us because you said it really fast? Go to the corner for painfully pushed puns!
You should go there, man.
I started saying, I'm looking at you right now.
Wow, how about
gag? I just
both of you fuck off?
So he tells the testers what's going on, but they don't believe him, so
How
they
about
send
you're
him
not
to
the
a
boss of
level
me?
on the moon. Gee,
Grab a
if only
pun
there was a
for him.
way to stop their
sure about
gameplay,
that?
talk to them in real life, and let them know it's all true. But unfortunately, they can't. Thankfully, though, this game is apparently half Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You do get one additional lifeline.
Call up the family files.
So he brings in his grandpa, played by Ricardo Montalban.
Pros, superior intellect. Cons.
Karn!
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
It was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
It was totally worth it.
I choose Grandpa.
One moment.
So Grandpa welcomes himself to Fantasy Planet. Not really sure how they flew him into headquarters so fast. Maybe they just keep him in a storage closet. And it appears he has a history with the toy maker.
The toy maker is here?
You know him?
I've been hunting him down for 30 years, Junie.
I'll chase him around the moons of just this moon until I give him up.
Chico tooted.
To be fair, I probably would have liked the ending of Into Darkness if it went this route.
You can walk.
Oh, I can do more than that.
The sad thing is, it still looks more realistic than his plastic chest.
Oh.
But he gets distracted by a butterfly. No, really, I guess he likes enforcing ADD stereotypes. As Boy Spy Kid travels to an arena even lamer than Pokemon Stadium. Oh, yes, Pokemon fans, bring me your comments of anger. They nourish me. Ow, 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 ow.
That's what I always say.
Those are
Turns out he
terrible
has to defeat
effects.
Arya Stark at Mighty Morphin Pacific Rimgers in order to move on to the next level. I'll give Rodriguez this. These must be the greatest movies to work on if you're a child actor. What do I do? Just lay down. What do I do? Just move your arm slightly. You're gonna make me look cool, right? Even though you're not moving a single solitary muscle, I'm gonna make you look like the most badass fighter in the world. Now, Stephen Hawking, get in your ninja outfit.
Oh, that's sad.
Too soon.
Just in
Died.
time to see
No,
Sylvester
this
Stallone
is
play a
I know.
wide variety of
made
characters.
way before.
Because if there's anyone I trust who can play a wide variety of characters, it's Sylvester Stallone.
What I want, what we want. What do we want?
Time on this planet is over. It belongs now to our youth.
Not if we control their minds.
Or we could, like, start the world over again and cure it of its diseases.
Wow. I haven't seen someone so dedicated to playing such a wide range of roles since Adam Sandler did a high squeaky voice next to another Adam Sandler doing a high squeaky voice. Hell, even Stallone comments on how he forgets he's talking to himself.
Who are you people? We are you. I forget the extent of my programming powers from time to time, and for a moment, I actually believed that you existed.
Yeah. What other ways do you think Stallone fools Stallone? But they mistake Boy Spy Kid for a magical character just called The Guy, who is supposed to lead them through the final level to win. So, they ask him to prove his worth in yet another meaningless detour. Welcome to F-Zero Chance of Liking This! We were going to go with Mario Fart, but we felt it'd be a repeat of the stellar camel poop joke in the second one. Camel poop! Still a classic. Until Captain America Civil War, these would be the most impressive action effects ever put on screen. Maybe Food Fight comes a close second.
Oh!
Amusingly enough, watching this just makes me wish I was playing this game instead of watching it as a movie. So, it's basically every bad video game film except I don't have the good game that goes along with it.
Yep.
Never have we seen someone sit, lay down, and slightly wiggle with the world moving around them in such badass glory. What am I talking about? These are the characteristics of a real gamer.
Wow,
I
rude.
have to go talk to my grandfather.
To who?
I mean, I must confer with the wizard of Atari, Sega, Nintendo.
Yeah,
Atari,
young
Sega,
people
Nintendo.
clearly wouldn't recognize those terms. Hey, have you heard of this new invention called ice cream?
Now they think I'm some important guy who's going to win the game for them.
For our purposes, that's very good. They can lead us to level 4 more quickly.
Christ, even when he's trying to sound friendly, he still sounds like he's gonna torpedo someone's ass.
Oh, Jimmy. I
Nope,
don't
too
plan
easy.
on letting go anywhere.
Don't you know the ancient Klingon proverb that says, camel poop?
We'll talk about this later.
Of course, after you tell me where the hell I just went. One to
Right?
beam up.
Not a bad beam up.
Actually, quite good.
That's a way to go into a commercial break.
I mean, you know.
Beam me up, Scotty.
If he doesn't beam back down, just wait. Wait.
So he convinces them all
Damn
to
it.
work together.
If we all work together, we all win.
With my strength.
My brains.
My cool.
And my axe.
I was wondering when
Yeah.
you were
It's a
going to do
level
that.
3, but it looks like it's Duel of the Fops, as 2 of them have to fight, and 1 of them has to lose in order to move on.
Uh-oh.
Is that a look of anguish, or does she really have to pee?
I mean,
Had to
just
go number 1 ever since level 2, and trust me, you don't want to see that in 3D! But she can't
Just pull
hold
out
it
a
in
gun,
any
shoot
longer,
her.
and she switches spots in order to keep him in the game. Hey, it's been a few minutes. Time for another creepy speech from Montalban.
You are causing so much pain. And only I can stop you.
You know, I think this whole movie was just a dare by Quentin Tarantino to see if Rodriguez could get Montalban to be passionately angry at a butterfly. Just photoshopped
I
this
wonder
image and
that
was
too
like,
now.
I dare you to make a
Damn
story
it.
behind this. They make it to level 4, which means Boy Spy Kid meets up with Spy College Student, as the toy maker lets her help the team to make the game more interesting. Yeah, how unrealistic is that? Oh, not the villain letting her go. I mean male gamers actually following a girl gamer. Like they would ever let that happen.
We're going to Lava Mountain.
You'd be surprised.
We are? We're following the guy.
Now this feels more realistic.
Eh.
But they're attacked by uncolored Happy Meal toys and they floor it out of there.
Wait, what's worse?
Amazing how much it looks like he's running, isn't it? Clearly CGing him was much more practical than actually having him run? Did everybody just film this movie lying on a yoga mat?
You know, actually,
mean-
later on, Robert
So they
Rodriguez
swim
would
into
fix
the lava
this.
and make their way into Mountain
Would
Dew.
fix this with
They
the
run into Frodo Baggins,
with
who will
the
vanquish
stuff
the
that
evil.
he did
Holy
in
shit! I was just just kidding. I guess ties to the faculty form their own fellowship.
If we join together in battle as one.
He reveals that he is in fact the guy, and that he will lead them to victory.
And that he's,
Only
you
to be
know,
killed 2 seconds later.
actually charismatic.
Dude, he wasn't even around long enough for me to make a 3D wood joke.
Like the one movie where
But the girl who died
Elijah Wood
earlier
was taller
suddenly
than
returned.
90% of the rest
This
of
is
them.
Demetrio, my girlfriend. My friend.
I'm his girlfriend.
Typical Hollywood romance. You barely know each other, you mostly fight, and suddenly you declare your love for each other.
She set you up, Judy.
Well, I'm glad you're right, or else you totally would have decapitated that kid.
I mean, you
She's
know.
a phony.
Oh.
She was programmed to do that.
Oh no.
But it turns out she still loves him, so she sacrifices her non-existing self to save him. So it's kind of like when you abandon Yoshi. You kind of feel bad, but do you? They go back to the real world. It looks like the toy maker has been freed and is starting to take over.
To settle the score for imprisoning me. All I wanted
How
to
much
do
fun George
was
Clooney
right
had
the
recording.
wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like
being.
I want you to go full
He
Stallone.
just has them Skype their lines. Clooney, can you webcam yourself against the green screen? Yeah, sure. Stallone, can you FaceTime yourself in half the costumes from Staying Alive? You got it, pal. Banderas, can you put on your Halloween costume from last year and just wave your arms in front of a wall? Any wall, it really doesn't matter. Si, senor. Bill Paxton, can you...
Somebody ring the Dingster!
Steve Buscemi, can you just run out in the middle of the street so I can put you on a giant flying pig? Strangely enough, that's not the weirdest thing I've been asked to do. I can see why this was called a digital file, because all the footage was emailed to him in that format.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh yeah, giant robot monkeys that you can only see if you put your magic glasses on.
Frickin' Steve Buscemi.
That really needs to be much cooler than what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
Montalban goes inside the robot head of Tim Allen and confronts Stallone simply to say he forgives him for putting him in a wheelchair years ago.
Oh,
This
no.
causes Stallone to turn off all the machines, crashing his robot with the two of them still inside into the ground.
Hey,
I'm okay.
we're good.
Grandpa!
Can't believe the emergency exit was handicap accessible in this giant robot.
No. Just no. 101 Dalmatians of no. Yeah, let's say Ricardo's here and Stallone's here. There's no way. Dead instantly. Their bones would be dice in a Yahtzee cup. You wouldn't even recognize their remains.
Yeah.
How would he even get the wheelchair on top of that thing?
See?
Let's see if it's any better with this. No, but still no. But it's okay because everyone learns the true meaning of family. And that excuses 100% of everything.
To family.
To family.
To family. To family.
To family.
Where's...
To jail! You online terrorists of destruction! By God, you're getting the chair!
Where's Danny Trejo?
Spy Kids 3D
Oh, that's
is slightly
right.
imaginative
He
at
did
times,
show
but
up.
mostly
Yeah.
just dull. The jokes aren't that funny.
Because
acting
the
isn't
Machete
much
movies are in
fun,
the same
and
universe
so
as
much of
this.
the spontaneity of the other films is gone.
Like,
because
really,
it's
actually.
focusing too much on showing off its annoying 3D effects. I'm glad it got people looking at the possibility of using 3D in films again, but good lord, what
I
an
kinda wish it
annoying
hadn't.
film to sit through to realize it. And the funny thing is, I actually wouldn't mind playing some of this as a game. Rodriguez can be a great filmmaker, but maybe he also has a secret calling as a game designer too.
I mean, yeah.
The whole thing feels like a game anyway. Wouldn't that have made much more sense?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because that's actually why we're here. Rodriguez became so obsessed with 3D that he finally let us completely take over in his new game, The 3D Brothers.
Holy smokes, that sounds perfect!
Oh, no.
No.
Well, what would you like to do today, brothers?
I don't care.
I'm 3D!
You're right, we should talk about our identities and what it says about us psychologically. Press triangle to continue.
My psychological struggle is obvious. I was a mistake and nobody wanted me.
Oh, now, don't say that. Did you know Mother once told me she was very proud of you?
Really?
Oh, yes. In fact, the one she confessed to being disappointed in is distracting.
What? She was disappointed in me?
Come now, you know this. It's why you hide behind that extravagant demeanor.
Wow, I never
It's a
actually
game by
considered
David
that.
Cage.
Press the square button to continue.
Maybe we can heal after all with a hard look deep inside ourselves.
Yes,
Maybe I have more problems than I thought. I've just been running away from them.
It's David
This is a
Cage.
horrible game! But that's kind of a good movie.
Would you like to run away from your problems again in perhaps a playable environment full of obstacles?
No, I think I'd rather talk about this.
Very good. Now, as I was saying, there are several levels to the game.
I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Press X if you want to confront my feelings of inadequacy.
Coming next week, it's the top
Chico
11
is
Disney
not
princess
pleased.
conspiracies. Find out which one of your paranoias are true. But you can see it now under Vessel's ad-free early access. Just $3 a month to see tons of people's videos early, as well as a bunch of other extra features. Check it out and get the early
I'm gonna
scoop.
take him outside.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Y'all go ahead.
Okay.
Discuss.
What's his problem?
Given the fact that he's farting a lot, probably needs to poop.
Okay. Enough said. Enough said.
She got me to say that.
Okay.
Wow, that camera was aimed right at my crotch for a minute. Gross.
You had to point it out.
Could they? Do you think they can hear that?
Yes.
Well.
I bet you $1,000 they can.
Yeah, we're not betting that.
Well, that was something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw this one back in the day.
Be thankful to some degree because.
I mean, what do you think?
Oh, I mean, I didn't really enjoy the ones I did see, so.
We'll say this: it was in this movie I realized, damn, Alexa Vega is actually very pretty. The Carmen Cortez.
I was kind of scared in which one was it? One of the Machete movies where she shows up with is it Sofia Vergara? And I was like,
yeah.
Who the heck is that? And then my brother was like, yeah, that's the sister from Spy Kids. I was like, ah! I was like, no, she's little. Why is she dressed like that?
No, dude, she's almost 30.
Yeah, I know, but I just
Well, it's just like Lava Girl. Lava Girl right now is married and has a kid, which scares the shit out of me. Because that was 2005, and I'm just like, where's my life gone since then?
Well, yeah, it's like the realization of like, what? No, she's a kid. And it's like, oh no, I'm just old.
Actually, she's older than you.
I know.
She's actually I forget how old Alexa Vega actually is. Well, Wikipedia time.
I'm just saying, but like you know, when you see a movie, you don't really see the person other than.
There she is. I'm just a little bit older than her. And she's married. Huh. Carlos Pena Jr. Okay. Oh.
He's from Big Time Rush.
Jesus.
That's something.
And Webheads. He's on the game show Webheads. Oh, Jesus. This is too much. Too much. No.
Yeah, let's just pretend we don't know about that.
Okay. So, Daryl Sabara, the kid who plays Judy Cortez, funny enough, went on to be more of a prominent voice actor. He actually was in Generator Rex. Did you ever see that show?
No.
Okay. It's about a kid who's pretty much like Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
Except he's like got attitude, stuff like that. It was actually pretty good. For the time, it was a fun show. The one I'm sad didn't get much mention in this is probably, to me, the woman who seems to not age, but actually gets more beautiful with age, Carla Gugino. The mother of the Spy Kids.
Well, I don't think we saw her once.
We did.
She was at the end. They were all like
family.
Oh, yeah,
Family. Because I remember seeing her in the first Spy Kids. I was just like, wow, she's very pretty. And I saw her, like, I think it was like 2 years ago in another movie, and I'm like,
still pretty.
I had this discussion earlier about Samuel L. Jackson. I was like, dude doesn't
But you
age.
thought he's pretty?
I mean,
no, doesn't age.
Oh.
I mean, he's pretty handsome.
That's what you
judge him over
Heather,
there.
these leaps of logic that you do. Think before you say them.
Well, I mean, I guess it would follow. I wasn't having the exact conversation. I'm just like, I mean, like Sam Jackson, man. It's like
he don't age.
He doesn't age. I mean, at all. So I implied he was a vampire.
Fair enough. I mean,
he probably is.
Probably is. I mean, you never know. Oh God. So, you know, that's one thing that's missing in some of these Robert Rodriguez films. Sam Jackson.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could put Samuel L. Jackson in anything.
Literally.
Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah, he's good.
He good now? He do his business?
Yep.
Very nice. Okay.
Nope, he's still grumpy. Cool. Cool.
He's gonna roll on over there and just go all Sam Jackson on Nate.
Yeah, pretty much.
He'll try.
One day I'm gonna get a dog.
Yep.
And it's not gonna be a Chihuahua.
Hi, Chihuahua.
It's gonna be a mini Aussie.
Yeah.
Wait, like a Australian Shepherd?
Yeah, a mini one.
Like a Mad Max dog?
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I don't understand that reference.
Yeah.
So fun fact.
Not yet. You don't.
The reason that the dog in Fallout is referred to as dog meat is because of Mad Max.
I knew that. I think you told me that.
But aren't those herding dogs?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're good. They're good dogs.
Oh no, I mean my buddy had one. It's just they're pretty high energy, aren't they? I mean they're work dogs, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Australian Shepherds, yeah, but the mini ones are more bred out.
Like the Mad Max dog? Okay. I don't know. My buddy, his would roll out in the woods and fight coyotes, so I mean it was pretty
Damn.
high energy.
Well, I mean,
Feisty.
She was
To be fair,
She was. Did she die fighting wolves?
Yeah, she never came back one
What?
day.
What?
Yeah.
Fudge.
She and another little dog, they never came back, so we don't know what happened.
Shit.
Holy
Heather.
shit.
Do you feel comfortable letting that dog out?
No, I'm gonna keep it on a leash.
Point of order. I've seen coyotes several times leaving here after a stream late at night.
What?
Yeah.
That's why I don't let Lucy. That's why I don't let Lucy near the door.
Well, I'm glad you told me this after I've lived here for 3 weeks.
Well, coyotes don't really attack people.
What?
They attack other little animals.
Coyotes.
They do, yeah.
Coyotes are typically scavengers. They will go after something that's already dead unless they're in a large group, and I've never seen more than one at a time.
Well, they get really overpopulated because people don't predator hunt a lot anymore.
Yeah.
So once they start starving, they'll eat cats and dogs and stuff.
Well, my mini Australian Shepherd is gonna stay on a leash when we're outside, or I'm gonna be outside.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's a high energy dog, so it might like go get like cabin fever.
Is that backyard fenced in?
It has an underground fence actually, so I don't know if that's like a shot collar fence or what, but because I wouldn't do that, so I'll have to do research on that.
We'll figure it out.
But also, I will do research, and if it's true that the dog would go stir crazy, I may not get that breed specifically. However, I do think a miniature Australian Shepherd in a house that's 4,000 square feet would be okay.
That might be okay.
Yeah.
Because like I have family, they had Malamutes and Huskies and stuff in Alabama, so they're basically house dogs, and that just doesn't work. Like they would like literally chew holes in the walls and like rip apart the couch.
I'll do my research then, but it's 4,000 square feet. And
that's true.
It has a half acre on it. So.
That's true.
By the way, at some point we need Heather to meet.
I was thinking
Pepper
about
and Piper
in here. Yeah, maybe not when we're filming.
Jalapeno and Super Chunk.
It's true.
The Chunkamunka would like
Bring them
destroy
next week.
everything. No, I'm not bringing them here. They
Bring
they
one.
would destroy everything.
Oh yeah, it'd be bad. It'd be bad.
Okay. Could we arrange a meetup somewhere?
I mean, I guess.
Can we bring one of them?
There's sort of a package deal.
I mean, like Pepper would just be super nervous, and then Piper would just destroy everything.
Yeah. So.
But then together they would like they feed off of each other and destroy everything.
But this is good.
They're real cute though.
I thought they were Boston Terriers.
They are, but like one of them.
I thought they were really well behaved dogs.
No.
No.
I never said that.
Oh, but Boston Terriers as a breed.
Boston Terriers are a very good breed. They're good inside dogs. They're good with people, but they're just spoiled rotten and.
Chico, what is your deal today, buddy? You've been good today all
He's just
day.
angry. He senses me. That's it.
Well, with that, we're gonna call this episode to a close.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna. Good night.
Thanks again, everybody. See you later. Oh,
he's fine. Don't worry.
If you want to check the original video, link in the description down below. Check out Doug Walker's channel. Doug is awesome.
Heather,
He's the man.
Heather picked this video. You should go check out Heather's channel.
Yeah, Heather's channel's down there as well. Link to that in the description as well. Also, a link to our Discord and our Patreon. And, well, I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Ben.
I'm Heather.
Micah.
And Chico is, he's in shot now.
And we'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.